Okay, another feature that would be useful to add to everybody's homepage is customizable links to some of the things that we typically use every day, like looking at Tangier schedules or navigating to specific subsites within SharePoint that we're interested in regularly. Maybe log into IHBS charts. So what I'd like to do is show you how we can possibly do that. I'll navigate to sites first to find my homepage. Now, since this is my login, my homepage appears on my site list. But in fact, if you look at the sites under your account, you may not find me because you're logged in under a different name, So the best thing to do is to just search for everything that's related to my name on the SharePoint site. Let's click search. And now we see that the top link is my homepage. Let's click on that. All right. So we see that we have a left-sided bar, navigation bar here with some pre-made template links. And we also have a top bar that right now only has a link to home. And after both of them, we can see that we can edit links. In some situations, the edit link icon does not show up. If there is a photo here on the top left side, click on the bottom of the photo to be able to view the edit links. If for some reason you create your own subsite, your own homepage, and you don't see those edit links icons, email me and I'll look at your site to see what the issue is, because we have had some issues with that in the past. Okay, so we're going to try two different things. What I'll do is I've decided that my top navigation bar will link only to sites that are within SharePoint that I'm interested in. We don't have a lot of content as of now on SharePoint, and I'm sure that within a few weeks I'll have lots of links to link to. But for now, let's see if I can edit a link to go to the Getting Started um, subsite, and Getting Started will help me learn about how to use SharePoint. And click on Edit. Actually, before we click on Edit Links, what we need is the address of this website. So let's go to the search bar here. Instead of searching this particular site, we'll search everything. And what I'd like to search for is Getting Started. Let's click the search icon. Oh, now we can find the Getting Started subsite. Let's click on that. So now once we know where we are, where we'd like to navigate to with this link, let's click on the address bar and copy this information to our clipboard. If you're using a PC, you'll press Control C. If you're using a Mac, you'll press Command C to copy this address to the clipboard. Now let's go back to my home page with two separate clicks. And now let's press on the Edit Links icon. What I would like to do is add a link. So let's click the plus sign. So the text we'd like to display is Getting Started. And the address we just copied to the clipboard, and now we need to paste it. So if you're using a PC, you'll press Control V to paste. If you're using a Mac, it would be Command V. And now that we did this, we'll click OK. And now we see the Getting Started link. If we don't like what we did, we can always delete it. Otherwise, we can save. Okay, so the process is finished. We have a new link on our top bar called Getting Started. Let's try to see if it works. So as you can see, we got navigated to the internal site we wanted to. In the future, once we have more content on the site, you may decide that there's a few sites that you frequently want to visit and have on your top bar. Now let's say that the next thing we'd like to do is we would like to have external links outside of SharePoint to be in our left pane over here. Let's just say we want to navigate to that Tangier schedule because we view that frequently. This is a tab that is already linking to Tangier, and I'm linking on the address bar and again copying that address. Now going back to SharePoint, editing links, and I would like to add another link. We'll do the same process we went through before and pick a text that we think is meaningful to us as far as the Tangier website is concerned, and paste the address. After we press OK, we save. Now let's see if this works. We'll click Tangier calendar, and here we get navigated to the Tangier calendar. That works quite well. We'll go back, and you can see that I've already added an IHBS charts link. Let's delete that and edit fresh so you can see how I did that. What we'll do now is I've pre-logged into the Tangier website on another browser here that is linking directly to the chart review. So obviously try to ignore the patient related information here, but since we all share the same charts, not a huge deal. Let's copy this address of chart review on the IHBS online site, and like I said, I've already logged in, which you will need to do in order to link. And let's click on edit links again. We'll add another link, and this one will go to my IHBS charts, and this is the address. Let's save this. Now when we click on IHBS charts, we'll be navigated to the login screen because authentication is required here. So this showed you how to add links to your home page. The other thing I would like to show you is that in order to make the process easier for you, it's useful for probably most of us to start using a password manager. Let me show you the links to that. If we go to the Getting Started site, you can see that we added a couple of icons here and some explanation about password managers. Speaking to some of the tech people in EMS, some people like LastPass better, some like 1Password better. There are other options out there if you like those. These two applications are essentially free for using on your desktop and can store all your website passwords, things that are personal and things that are related to EMS, and may make your life easier. I already have some things stored in LastPass, and now we can show you how it can make our life just a bit easier. So I don't have the application stored here on my Safari browser. Instead, we'll go to Chrome. And now what I'd like to do is navigate to my home page again. You can see the LastPass icon is showing up here, and it's already logged in. And I'd like to show you what happens when I link to external sites with LastPass turned on. So let's say I click on the Tangier calendar. LastPass would, in this case, log me in automatically, where I can view my calendar and for today without altering anything further. I don't need to enter any of my credentials. Let's go back and click on IHBS charts and see what happens there. Again, LastPass automatically logs me in and then routes me to the chart review, which I wanted to take a look at. At this point, all I need to do is enter my last name to see what charts I need to work on. This may be quite useful for many of us because we do this routinely, and like you can see, the process is much easier when you set up a password manager.